Thanks for listening to ITD Appetizers. Today we are going to discuss Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. So grab your ankles and prepare for the katana, because wait for the prices. All right, today we're going to talk about Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut and what they have and the prices they're going to be charging you. Nick, let's start with you, and why don't you tell us what you know?
Well, I know they're coming out with this director's cut, which doesn't really add much of anything. It does add a new island, which is cool. We don't know the size of the island, so it could be like a little pea compared to the rest of the map. It could be a fairly decent island. And really the key features, from my understanding, is cinematic lip sync animations for Japanese voiceover settings, haptic feedback. Of course, this will be PlayStation 5 upgrades, right? Adaptive triggers, 3D audio, faster load times, 4K. And that's pretty much the extent of it, besides the expansion stuff, besides the islands and everything like that. But like you said, this upgrade is pretty pricey. For the PlayStation 4, it's $20, which isn't too bad, depending on the size of the island and what you can do and everything they add. But the PlayStation 5 version is $30. So, I mean, that's half the price of the game, when you buy it brand new. We bought it for $60. If we bought it, the upgrade for a PlayStation 5, we're spending $90 on this game right there. So, is it worth it? I don't know. I don't think so. It depends on the size of the environments and stuff like that. But this is one thing I don't like about Sony's take on things this time around, and that is this jump in price for these next gen features. I just don't understand it. Like, how much does a developer need to do to add in these next gen features? Is it is it that much of a price jump that we have to spend in order to get these features, when most games that have a next gen upgrade, especially on the Microsoft, the Xbox side, are free, right? They just download automatically to our systems, and then we have a brand new texture pack or whatever. Now, if they're going to have an so I don't know, if they're going to have an expansion like a new island, that makes sense. But what Sony should have done for this, or what Ghost of Tsushima, Sucker Punch should have done for this one, is made the PS5 upgrades, like the 4K and all that stuff, free. And even for the PS4 people, like the lip syncing and the Japanese and whatever else they're going to do, like quality of life stuff they're going to do on PlayStation 4 for free, and then had this expansion out for $20 for both systems, right? For PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, doesn't matter. They're both $20. It's this brand new big expansion, whole new island, new swords, new this, new that, new horses, I don't know, whatever, whatever they want to add in there, new story elements, things like that. That would have been fine. Be like, okay, a $20 DLC that adds a whole lot of stuff. We're used to expansions. Games used to have expansions back in the day. This, if you're going to consider this to be an expansion, Destiny 2 has expansions and stuff like that, and Destiny and Division and things like that. And those are about $20 or so, but they don't add in features that, they could just do, like texture packs and stuff. They don't bundle them in with those things. They say, okay, like, we're going to upgrade this game for free, and then we're also going to introduce this new DLC or expansion to the game, So, Sony with this, and with their games being $70, it feels like they're kind of price gouging things a bit. It's a little excessive, it's a little expensive and a little excessive. And, I don't know how long they're going to be able to ride this boat until people start getting incredibly upset about this stuff. But if you are upset or anything like that, the best way to go against it is vote with your wallet. But, Shane, what do you think?
I think they can suck my dirty butthole. I am not paying $30 for a year-old game that I've already owned and beat just to have minor visual upgrades. I played in English, so I don't really care about the Japanese thing. And I watch a lot of Japanese anime and movies and whatnot. So that would normally be a big thing for me, but it's not worth it. The 4K is not worth it. The extra island, possibly worth $20. It all depends on what they're doing. We don't know how big Iki Island is, or, the content that we get to play of it. So, I mean, there could be just some side missions. There could be a, full minor story going on. Don't know. But right now, Sony is doing what Sony has been doing. They are just robbing people left and right. Fanboys will go for it no matter what. And I fully understand love of the game. I love that freaking game. It was basically my game of the year last year. And it breaks my heart because I won't pay $30 for it. I would have probably went the $20 route if the content of the additional gameplay is worth it. But I won't do it. I won't pay $30 to have something that's basically life enhancing improvements over this game. Things that they should do regardless. That's making a game, fixing a game, making it better is not something you should pay for. You should. Microsoft, they have their, I can't remember what the hell they call it, but you buy it one version, you can upgrade when you get your Series X or whatnot, free. Most games, yeah, smart delivery. Most games. Now, not all of them. There are some that still, require the fee difference. Basically, EA. EA is the ones who are charging the extra money. But that's to be expected because EA is greedy douche nozzles, so they can suck butts too. It breaks my heart that Sony is continuing this route of screw the gamers, because the gamers are letting them screw them, and that sucks. I just, like I said before, I just got my PlayStation a few weeks or so ago. I love it. I got my Spider-Man, I got my Ratchet and Clank, and I'm happy. Got my Final Fantasy upgrade, but they can still find ways to screw people over, and I'm just tired of that. I won't buy a new game of theirs for $70 because it's not worth it. I'll buy them used, unless it is just got to have, and I know it's going to be amazing, $70 purchase like Final Fantasy, a new Uncharted, something along those lines. But it's just a cash grab. It's all it is. Sony bending over and milking their fan base, and it's wrong. Like you said, vote with your wallet. I'm going to vote with my wallet. I honestly, I kick myself in the ass some days for buying the damn PlayStation, because I know what Sony's been doing and what they're going to continue to do, because they do make typically amazing first-party games. But they will bend you over every chance they get for all of their games. First parties, third parties, it's bullcrap. The upgrade to the PS4 was bullcrap. For $20, really? To fix lips? No, screw you. Fix that crap for free. Fix all of that crap for free. The island stuff, the gameplay stuff, I can understand charging now. I truly can. And if the content's worth it, yeah, $20 worth content, I'll do it. But they can suck a butthole. I'm not doing that $30 for life enhancing, improvements on a game that's a year freaking old, just over a year old now. As amazing as a game that was, as much as I love that game, I can't do it. Cannot, will not. My rant is done.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, from the PS version being $20, you can pretty much say like the expansion itself is a $20 price tag.
$20.
And then for the PS5 version, they're just tacking an extra $10 on into it because it's the PS5 version. That's really the gist of it. Just like they do with between PS4 and PS5 games, right? You could have the same game, Well, I mean, in this case, it's that same idea, right?
It's the same, yeah.
Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut for PlayStation 4 will be $59.99, and Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut for PlayStation 5 will be $69.99. I mean, is that $10 extra? I mean, seriously though, it's like the work that I mean, I'm not a developer or anything like that, but the work that they have to do to bring in these visual upgrades, is that worth that $10, right? I mean, or not really, is it worth it? I mean, does it require $10? I mean, I would assume that most of the hardware would be doing that, right? And I think that's where Xbox gets away with it too, because Xbox has made it, and maybe that's the difference. You know, Xbox, they touted, you know, before the Xbox Series came out, is a lot of the upgrading, resolution upgrades and stuff like that were done via the hardware and via software, so that way the developer didn't have to do anything about it, right? The Xbox could they would just have to patch it or whatever, and the Xbox would go, okay, I'm going to up the resolution on this now. And so, you know, is it that, you know, on the Sony side that they do have to do a lot of work on it? I don't know, but I mean, to charge $10 extra for 4K and stuff, I mean, that's why you bought the system, right? That's why you bought a PS5, to have that pure 4K 60 frames per second experience. But you have to buy the system, and on top of that, now you got to buy the experience, right? It's like getting a movie ticket, you know, to go in and see a movie, but you have to buy another ticket once you get to the guy that tears the ticket. You have to buy another one from him just to go see it, right? After you already bought one from the counter at the top. So it's like, it's crazy. It's like charging admission twice, basically.
Yeah, it's Pat's favorite saying. They're double dipping.
They are double dipping.
Purely all it is. It's they left a little string in your wallet, couple more pulls, you know, get $4 more bucks. And I'm okay with DLCs and stuff. I am. But this isn't DLC. Really, it's just things that, you know, they should have done for free.
Right.
I mean,
the quality of
fixing
life
the lip
improvements.
syncing. Yeah.
The quality of life improvements are not DLC. Exactly.
Yeah. The visuals, the 4K. You know, I'll bet you $1 to a donut. There's an old man saying right there. They had all this in mind near the end of development of Ghost of Tsushima, because it came out July of last year. They already had the hardware for the PS5. So, you know, Sony was like, all right, I think we got something here. So here's what we want you to do. Do this stuff as a DLC. This way we can double dip, because that's all it is. It's give me your money. Sony doesn't give a damn. Not a damn about his fan base. Not one bit. I mean, all their business practices point that direction. You know, Microsoft is a business, but at least they pretend better. Nintendo pretends better. You know, Sony ain't even going to pretend. And they're going to make sure that you know that there is no safe word with them until you're broke. That's their only safe word. You ain't got no money? All right, I'm finished with you. That's a safe word. Now, before I start ranting and raving and bringing up EA, is there anything else about this? I don't even know what the hell to call it, because it's disgusting. Anything else about this you want to say?
Not really. It's just disappointing. You know, I would really love to play it on the PlayStation 5. I mean, you know, like you said, yeah. I love Ghost of Tsushima. It's one of I was right there with you. It's my game of the year last year. I mean, a fantastic game. And I would love to play the expansion on the PS5. I would love to see, I mean, because it was already a beautiful game. To see it in like a higher resolution and whatever, you know, whatever else they've done with it, I bet it's even more beautiful. But I don't want to spend that $30. You know, I do want to get it, but it'll probably be something where I would wait till it went on sale, you know, and went down in price, if they're ever going to do that with it, and then I'd pick it up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It is heartbreaking to see Sony doing Sony. I used to say Sony is EA Light. Now they're just turning EA, and it breaks my heart. But you know what? It is what it is. And when it hits a discount one day, hopefully in the future, we'll pick it up. But until then, thanks for listening, everybody. See ya.